Hello, hi, I'm Lorna. I just want to share some experience with you because as a child, I used to stammer. I found it extremely difficult to get words out, and it became quite severe that my parents had to send me to speech therapy classes. It didn't work, to be quite honest with you, because I was this type of child. You need to engage me. If I'm learning or if you're training me, I need to know why you're training me. You need to engage me. So I didn't really adapt to the mainstream traditional speech therapy um, support. So my mum and dad said, all right, then she wants to get into um, the actual performing arts. She wants to get into something to do with dance or something. There is a ballet school up the road. I'm going to take her there. So my parent, or not my parents, my mother took me to the ballet school. It was in Walthamstow. I remember walking up the stairs. And she knocked on the door. A white lady appeared, very classical. And when I looked behind her, I could see like 5 cute little girls, white girls, training, and they were looking at me like this. And I couldn't believe it that the woman actually slammed the door in my mum's face. And I looked at my mum. My mum was in shock. Anyway, that was the end of that. My mother told my school, told the head teacher what had happened, and his name was Mr. Wood. So I had speech therapy lessons with the head teacher called Mr. Wood, who's a tall white guy, around about 6 foot something, and he's an ex-sergeant major, and he had a moustache. And it's very nice, very pleasant, and he was a very good teacher. And I used to have these lessons of walking up and down. Lorna, back straight, that's it, back straight, left, right, heel toe. How now, brown cow? But I couldn't connect because it's traditional, and I've always been off the ball as a child. When I got into secondary school, I went to St. Catherine's School in Tottenham. Now, I think a few years ago it merged with, about 30 years ago, probably 35 years ago, whatever. It merged with St. David's School, so it became St. David's and St. Catherine's School, and now it's Greg City Academy School. But at the time, being at St. Catherine's School, because I like performing arts, I went to the head teacher at that time, and I noticed that when I was talking about performing arts, when I was talking about anything to do with performing arts, my speech was fluid. And I went to the head teacher. I always remember Miss Smith. Funny enough, all of our head teachers at that time, they were in the army, or they served in the army. Our head teacher, she was Miss Smith, about 5 foot really. And I told her, look, in the lunch break, I need a record player. I'll take my lunch money and I'll buy the LPs, the vinyl, and I want to set up lunchtime dance classes. So that's what I did. In the lunch break, I go in the hall and I used to set up Sorry, I'm getting emotional. I used to go into the hall and I used to set up these dance classes, lunchtime dance classes. Now, I was not a classical trained dancer, but what I used to do, I used to play music and then everybody just come and do their own thing. And that's what I'd done. I'd done it for about 6 years when I was in secondary school. And then they made me a prefect, and then they made me second head girl. But, you know, it's always been there. And I can remember going to the National Theatre. And when I saw an all-black cast, performing a Shakespeare play, measure for measure. That was it. As soon as I walked out, I don't know what happened to me. Probably I needed to break the curse. I don't know what it was. And I'm not saying that being a stammerer or being a stutterer is a curse. I'm not saying that. But probably with me, probably it helped to disperse a lot of my fears. And the more I got into acting, well, teaching, the better I thought about myself. And my speech, the stuttering, started to decrease. The stammering started to decrease to a level where I think extended family couldn't even believe. Even now, they can't believe that I'm the same person as to doing my speech. Even my parents. I write plays, I teach children. I'm registered with London Academy of Music and Drama. You know, so there's hope out there, yeah?